Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Miss Ryan, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? We're gonna let some more people come in this room today, baby. And we're gonna talk about Miss Tasha K. I know it's late, but we're gonna chat on her. Hello, Low Key. How are you? Did you guys see Miss Tasha K? Her fake apology to Jaguar Wright. We're gonna get all up in that. Do you know what her apology was? First of all, Jaguar White came on herself and she was like, you know, Tasha K. It was supposed to be said that she made Jaguar White cry. She said no. It was a statement that her husband made that made her cry. But do you guys know what her apology? This is a really mean-spirited person. If I never thought that she was a mean-spirited person, then I believe she's a mean-spirited person now. Her apology was, she said the only mistake she made was that she did not put a disclosure on the front of, in the beginning of her of her show for people who has been assaulted. That was her whole entire apology. She puts in her title, Jaguar White Apology. How dare you? How dare you play with people who've been hurt and abused? And even when she said, well, I was hurt, I mean, I got abused before and I got touched before, whatever, she still wasn't serious. She have no conscience, no compassion, no nothing. This is the person that we sit up there and support. That's not journalism. That's not journalism at all. Then you sit up there and you talk, your whole entire show consists of talking about people and their business. And you have the audacity to worry about who she's talking about and what business that Jaguar White is talking about. How dare you not have any compassion for the people who has been abused in their life? First, you ask her, when did she get touched? She said 4. Then you had audacity to ask her what he do. Who asks a type of question like that? Who asks a type of question like that? You mean to tell me the best apology you could come up with and the only mistake that you made is you didn't put a disclosure? Just in case some people got triggered. So some people got triggered. So again, you use Jaguar White's pain for views. You use Jaguar White's pain. Yes, she has lost her I don't even know if she ever had a mind. Because her whole concept is beefing with everybody and think nobody's gonna come after her. Even it's gotten to the point that even her own winos didn't even feel like being winos anymore. They didn't want to even be winos anymore. What type of heart do you have when you can't even say, I did not, I thought a real apology was, I did not mean, yeah, she is a horrible listener. When the correct apology would have been, I'm sorry for what happened in your life, and I'm sorry that I came off that way and I was insensitive to what happened to you in your life. And she said, well, if any of my listeners, she never truly apologized to Jaguar White. So at that point, I had to tune her out. Just when I thought I could have liked her, she changed up my whole entire mind. Just when I thought I could have liked her, she has changed my whole entire mind. I always saw bits and pieces of her, but I'm like, she's a blogger. That's what bloggers do. They talk about stuff, and then if they're wrong, they come back and correct it later, which she never does. But that would have been the more correct way to apologize to not just Jaguar White, but for the people who got triggered, for the people, she's a drunk, yes. For also the people who were triggered. She did not even care about none of that. She's just talking about she backstabs her friends. Yes, she does. Yeah, I know what you meant. She backstabs her friends. Yes, she does. Oh, yes, now Storm. Because Storm had a better interview than her. How are you the teacher and you let your student, he was already his own man, but he went under her wings. How did you let him do a better interview than you? How did you let him get more information out than you do? I hope Jaguar White do not go back on her show. Nobody needs to go on her show because this person is so narcissistic. It's crazy. She has no feelings and no emotions for nobody. She honestly think in her mind She did a great job. She did a great interview. That's what she thinks. She thinks that she did a great, the interview was a hot mess. Her apology was even worse. Then, but today she had mad energy. She was, yeah, she had mad energy today. She didn't have none yesterday. She talked a lot of smack today. She didn't have no smack to talk yesterday. Yesterday person and today's person is two different people. Yes, messy boots. That's right, Miss Low Key. Messy boots. Messy boots is not even the word. It's worse than messy boots. How dare she not have compassion? She may have triggered people. So she didn't add that in the beginning of her show. Okay, but you had a person talking face to face, world. You was doing an interview with somebody face to face. And right then and there, you didn't realize you wasn't triggering her because, as she said, she is past that. She has beat all them problems. She has got the correct help that she needed to move forward in life. So you wasn't really hurting her feelings. But what about the people who has not gotten the help that they needed? Who is probably now trying to get help and cannot beat it? And you kept bringing up over and over, time and time again, about her being a Celtic. So that was what your whole Tasha K apologized to Jaguar White. Why did you even say Jaguar White's name if you didn't give her a real apology? That's why in her video, when she said to you, she said, well, they call you crazy. And she was like, yeah, I am crazy. She said, no, you're not. You're brilliant. Basically, she's trying to say, I know the games you're trying to play. The games you're trying to play, Tasha K, I done played already. You light work. And believe me, B, if you saw that video yesterday, Tasha K is light work compared to Jaguar White. And if you wasn't really fully in Jaguar White's corner or have respect for Jaguar White, she made you have respect for her yesterday. Because she handled that like, okay, where's the interview? Like, it's to the point Jaguar White had to come on today. She still didn't say nothing negative about her because Tasha K is nothing to talk about. She's nothing to talk about. That's light work. People should really really let her know. But see, a lot of people always let Tasha K know when she's wrong. But as we see, she don't care. As we see, she do not care. She come after you. She send them winos after you. But guess what? We don't care neither. We don't care neither. Bring them. Bring them. You not the all be all, baby. You not the all is that to be all. And as we see how you apologize, say, you are nothing. You are nothing but a blabbermouth. That's all you is a blabbermouth. Don't know which way you coming or which way you are going. Then you're going to send one of your winos up in here yesterday, like I was going to change what I said. I said you need to fix what you said in that interview. And you made it even worse. You went from bad to worse. Well, I don't usually come on Sundays, but I'm coming on Sundays because I triggered some people. That's how you talk to people you triggered. And then you're going to, well, come check out my people. And we in here. And this is such and such. And we don't care about all of that. You done hurt people's feelings. You sent people back in their minds like the abuse that they have went through, like it's a joke. Like they're not traumatized. Yeah, she's a blabbermouth. Yes, Tasha K. Her new name is Blabbermouth. See, sometimes people think that when you got a lot of followers, sometimes people think that all the followers are for you. No, sometimes all the followers is not for you. A lot of them do not have your back. She is not claiming she's a journalist. No, you're not a journalist. People just pay people with big mouths, big money. And then she always got her sources. She always got sources. Nobody even likes you. How do you have sources? People just tolerate you because you have a nice number of viewers. So they tolerate you, but nobody likes you. And as of today, with your fake ass apology, I don't like you. I used to like you, but I don't like you anymore. We don't like you, and we don't like your style. We don't like people who sit up there and make a joke out of somebody being traumatized and not give a real apology. How dare you treat people like that? And these are supposed to be your peoples. And look how you treat them. Look how you talk to them like they mean nothing. It's just about you and only you. And you got off that subject so fast. That's sorry. That is sorry. But I think she's been called a narcissistic person so much that she seems to like it. That's right. Don't come for little sis. I think she's been called, she come to like it. She has come to accept it. But guess what? We can talk too. There are content creators that can talk too. We can view our voice, our opinion too. You put yourself out there. So now we're gonna talk about you, what you like anyway. She likes that anyway. Then she'll send her little winos. Like, who cares? Who cares about her winos? Who cares? And the winos need to fix you. They need to fix you. The same way you sat there and you talked about that girl teeth, and you said she had 90 teeth in the bottom of her mouth. What was that? Nick and Candace or something? When you sat there and spoke upon that girl, and you thought that you were that she making her a joke. You're always thinking that you're better than everybody because you have viewers. You ain't the only one with viewers. And even though somebody could have less viewers, the point still gets across. Their point still will get across. And you lost some viewers last night, and hopefully you lost some more viewers today. Because what you did today was heartless. How could you be so heartless? She was heartless. I just, because I triggered people, I apologized. The nerve of her. The nerve of her. And everybody wants to be up there with the numbers. If I got to be a blabbermouth, and if I got to talk down to people and talk about people without having correct receipts, I don't want all them viewers. I don't want fake viewers. I don't want no viewers that just is just there to hear just what I have to say, unless I speak the truth or my opinion. She knew yesterday she was a nobody. And now today she's a somebody. But she could say whatever she want to say. But if she go back to that interview, you was a jaguar, wright let you know you was a nobody. But guess what? She didn't care about you neither. But she knew you had viewers. So now her name gets out even more. I just won't do it for no view. Exactly, Ms. Rod. Exactly. She went from Tasha K. She went from 826 subscribers to 800 to 8,023. She needs to go down some more because I didn't like that apology. It's people that really been hurt out there. It's people that really have feelings out there. If you're going to make an apology, do a legit apology. Don't just say, I didn't do a disclosure in case somebody got triggered. You're going to do something, do it right. You should have at least put a hotline number down there just in case anybody's ever is going through any trauma. You had enough power to at least say, here's a hotline for you. I'm sorry. Here's a hotline for you. If I did anything to you that caused you trauma or triggered you in any type of way, form, or fashion, here's a hotline number. I'm sorry. Jaguar White, I was not being insensitive to your trauma. Maybe I did that in the wrong way. Maybe I was asking the wrong questions. Come back on the show and let's do this the correct way, where I will be a professional, where I can be a professional and do it a professional way. But Tasha K don't know nothing about being a professional and doing things a professional way. She don't know. Whatever, don't hate on your people. Yeah, she hate on her people because she know for a fact that she got paid. She got paid, and then people say that it was Alicia Keys. Well, Alicia, why would Alicia Keys pay her off when the same thing she said about Alicia Keys before, she said about her this time too? Alicia Jaguar White didn't change anything that she said. That still stood. You still was trying to make her look unstable. Tell the truth, Tasha K. You got slipped some money and you try to make her look unstable. And then you brought up the fact that because she said her mother was schizophrenic, well, maybe she could be that way too. She's a professional liar. She's a professional hallucinator because she be hallucinating. She's beyond lying now. Maybe she's schizophrenic. Maybe she is. Maybe she be hearing things because she got all these people that she know. She got all these receipts that she has. The same way she went in on what's that pastor name? Something dollars. What is that pastor name? Forget his name. But it's money in his name. I forgot his name. But she went in on them. And well, that one I did see some of that, but who knows with these pastors these days? I'm not getting all into that, but I'm speaking for the people that were hurt and the people she tried to bamboozle. Today she came on here and tried to bamboozle us. Then she sat there and said she had so much more to talk about. No, we ain't got no much more to talk about. What else we got to talk about? Your goal was to make her look unstable. She made you look stupid, made you look unstable. And I mean truly, truly look unstable, face and all. She's been through a lot. Backstabbing is a crime. Oh, Creflo Dollar. Yes. She went in on Creflo Dollar and she said that how Creflo Dollar he have his little friends. No, she does not have no soul, Tasha K. She has no soul. Hello, Tawande Noble. Welcome. She doesn't have a soul. She's gonna come up with that. She's gonna use Jaguar White name again and say she made it seem like Jaguar White apologized to her, and then she also gave it the impression that she was going to apologize to Jaguar White. And then she come with, I didn't use a disclosure because I triggered some people. She goes, anytime somebody sit up there and you could be a little old person doing your own thing, she going after you. She coming after you. But little does she know, people don't care. You're not scaring nobody up in these YouTube streets. You ain't putting no fear in nobody in these YouTube streets. People gonna still say what they got to say. Only thing we learned about you is not to not be your friend. The only thing people is getting from you is not to be your friend. You are not a real friend. You cannot be trusted. And then when her and Lovely T got into it, honey, Lovely T gave her the business, but she kept deflecting. Chica's a very good deflector. Yes, that's right. Jaguar White seen through her antics. Yes, she did. She seen right through it. 420 Flicks. She lied too. Said Jag would contact her lies. Tasha just said she contacted you. Exactly. She won't know. She wouldn't know the truth if it hit her. She did her dirty. Yes, she did. You unsubscribed after that. I am glad I never did subscribe. But being that she is a popular person, she does come up in your recommendations. So you probably figure, well, let me see what she's talking about. And I always realize she's always thinking that she's dragging somebody. Well, I'm going to drag you. And you got 90 teeth in the bottom of your mouth. Why would you say that about somebody? Why do you think she think nobody can say her name, but she can say everybody else's name? And we, the people, we about tired of this. We about tired of her and her mess. We tired of her and that mess. She could have put a hotline number up in there. She could have did something with a little bit more class, a little bit more dignity. She could have done that. Being that you claim you may have triggered people, which means you were getting notices that, hey, your own winos got tired of your ish. Your own winos didn't even like the bullcrap that you did. Your own winos. I apologize to Jaguar, right? But to come on, go to somebody else, go to a real person. You ask me, Storm Monroe was way better than her. Yes, Storm is getting. I just brought him up. Okay, let me see. Already know I'm going to post that receipt live again on tape. Hopefully he does. Storm is getting more views than her, so she felt entitled. That's what she messed up at. Y'all fail to realize what's really happening. Tasha K now works for Clive. She must do. Zoo Goddess, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Facts way back. She worked for somebody because she was in a trance yesterday, honey. She was in a trance yesterday. Questions that came out of her mouth wasn't even questions that come out of her mouth. She was in a trance, baby. She was, and her mind was not on planet Earth. Believe me, B. To look at her today and look at her yesterday. So what happened was they just picked the wrong person. They thought, see, what she thought was, because she get all them viewers, she thought that, well, whoever paid her thought that, okay, we're gonna get Tasha K to do it. She get 200,000-300,000. She get 200,000 or 300,000 people, 4,000 or 5,000 people in her room. We're gonna make her look bad. Well, she playing. Come on now. She asked Jaguar for a location. I could not. She kept asking her that throughout the interview. Then she keeps saying, well, you keep on moving. So if you keep on moving, how was somebody supposed to serve you? She said, I told you, Texas. And then she said, well, you're not in Texas all the time. Then she said, I'll make it. Jaguar said, I'll make it even better for you. If you want to serve me, I'll meet you and you serve me. What you like about that? They're about to cancel Unwind Up With. She needs to be canceled. She needs to be canceled. She needs to be canceled. Now they finna kill Jaguar. Tasha was supposed to find her location for Clive. She's not hard to find. She's not hard. They can track her, honey. They got them drones and stuff. Tasha can't do nothing. They got a lot of people. People who, if they wanted somebody to get jacked, they got people. You're not going to see them or know them. You will not see it coming. They were just trying to discredit her credibility. That's right, Jaguar's covered. That's what that video was about yesterday. Y'all don't know how powerful that is. I agree with you. I'm 100% agreeing with you on 420 Flicks. But I'm saying if they're going to send somebody out for her, they are that powerful. It's not going to be no Tasha K. They just wanted Jaguar to slip up so they could say, see what she's saying. Look, she crazy. Listen, there are stages. I agree. They was trying to trap her up. Thank you. Discredit the target. That's what I just was saying. That was Tasha K's job. Tasha K's job was to discredit the target, but she failed miserably. She failed miserably. She failed. Mission not accomplished. Mission, they picked the wrong one. Now, if she would have stayed off of people being traumatized when they was younger by being touched or whatever, Foot Soldier here? I ain't seen Foot Soldier. She discredited her. They picked the wrong person. She didn't know how to deal with Jaguar. She didn't know how to do it. Say it one more time. Everybody plans fail miserably. Hi, Tanisha. How you doing? Welcome on aboard. Her mission was not accomplished. She gonna lose some how you doing for Soldier, my love? She is going to lose some endorsements tonight. Whatever she was bragging about them endorsements the other day, she gonna lose some of them endorsements now. You playing with a champ. You playing with a wordsmith. You playing with somebody who was stage 2. Make the target unstable by gang stalking. This is already happening. Jack says she's being followed and phone harassment. Oh, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. Please, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Yes, honey. Now that part too, but because Tasha K got all them people in her room and she almost hit 1 million people. She almost hit 1 million and did not get the job done. Stage 3, financial ruin. This would be hard since Jag don't use banks. They got a lot of other ways too. They got plenty of other ways. I advise her don't have to go to the hospital for nothing. I will advise her to not even catch a cold. You heard? I advise her not to even catch a cold. A common cold is not going to be so common. Believe that. Storm over 1 million views on his video. Now, did you Storm had a messed up interview on too? He was trying to go at after Wendy Williams, stating that Wendy Williams really didn't have her son. The son, I guess the son is somebody else's son. But that's another whole thing. But let's get back on this mission not accomplished. This mission that's not accomplished, honey. Tasha K don't play herself. Them endorsements. Tasha K walk on people to build herself. All of a sudden, she doesn't believe in Illuminati. I believe it. Honey, it was soul. Because last night, she didn't have a soul. I thought, because remember when she was talking to some other girl last week, and she was trying to catch her out there. And what I'm just saying, sip, yeah, She didn't. She didn't have a sip of nothing for Jaguar. She should have drank the whole damn bottle while she spoke with Jaguar. But she knew she had a mission. She knew she had a mission. She couldn't drink. Maybe she should have drunk because she messed that mission up. Sounds like it was so a long time. See, I never watched her too much. So I don't know how long ago she sold her soul. But I know for a fact, if you watch yesterday's show, she was like a zombie. She was spaced out, honey. She was a spaced out zombie. Looking like she didn't know where she was at. Like, I don't know where I'm at. And she just kept repeating the same questions over. Who thought that she was a journalist? Who paid her? They took her viewers and made a mistake and thought that she was a journalist. They thought she knew how to trap people up. They thought she knew these things. Yes, honey, looked like she was on some type of pills or something. Eggs 420, you be hitting stuff on the head. You hitting on the head, baby. She honestly thought they honestly thought because she had 1 million views, that's because her views come from gossip. That's not from being a journalist. That's two different things. You have to train to be a journalist. You got to know how to ask these trip up questions. You got to know how to paint that picture. You got to learn how to paint that picture. She didn't know how to do none of the above. She got on today. It did. After she felt mission is not accomplished, she's going to come with some apology just to get us to watch her again. Didn't even give no real apology. Yes, her face was all sweaty. People want the real truth and light because for so long, many of us dwell in fake lies and fake darkness. God what came with the light and many woke up. Why? What I respect about Jaguar as she speaks more. She's not trying to take away anything that she have done. She's not trying to implement others and make herself seem like she's the good guy, or she let you know I was a bad person too. She's taking responsibility. She is still not telling really what really goes down because she can't do that. She could tell on people, but telling on people is one thing. Telling about that that the real meats and potatoes, she has not done that. See, Jaguar and the Wright is not that crazy. Certain meat and potatoes, she is not going to say. But talking about people is a whole different thing. Telling her story about people is a whole different thing. But try to discredit the target, honey. Mission is not. I mean, I don't know who paid her to do that, cause Storm got a lot of info out of her, so that's how you could tell that this was botched and this was planned. Tasha friend slipped up and said that tonight she pays me well. See, I wanted to hear the apology, because that was the purpose of me watching her today, because I was like, okay, it's going to be an apology here. I was like, well, she's going to reach out to the people, for the people that, she has hurt it and, made their trauma feel like it was nothing, and the people that she was triggering up. I thought that she was going to do a sincere apology. Honey, she just said, well, only mistake I made is I should have put it in the beginning. Like, really? I watched a little bit. When Tasha says she is a real itch, that's probably the most honest thing I've ever heard her say. Yeah, she fell. Had she succeeded, her handlers would have awarded her abundance. That's why I said she done lost some endorsements, honey. She lost some endorsements. She lost them endorsements that was coming in. She botched that one. And that's why Jaguar was able. Hello, Brianna, how are you? Yeah, she dropped the ball. That's why she keep losing subscribers. She needs to lose more. But that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. She needs to lose more. And not because of the Jaguar Wright, the Jaguar Wright thing. It's because of that fake ass apology. That's because of that fake ass apology. Like I said what I said, okay, I'm sorry. Now let's get back to my corny show. Let's get back to my corny show. Telling my girlfriend had 30, 50, 90 teeth in the bottom of her mouth. I'm like, what? She probably not thinking about us small people, but all us small people is going to become big people. Because people coming for you, Tasha. She probably figure, well, people came for me before. No, you going to make it easy. You make it easy. Nobody don't want to be sitting up here talking about you. But look what you do. Brianna, exactly. An apology that starts with, if I offended you. If I may have triggered you. I always felt iffy about Tasha. After that interview, that was my confirmation to unsubscribe. She's going to be missing a lot of more people. She's going to be losing some more subscribers, honey. She's going to be losing some more subscribers. Because anytime you got more people in your chat disagreeing with you, but they didn't understand the game. They didn't understand the game, baby. They didn't understand what that interview was really about. They didn't understand who paid her to do the interview. Anybody with common sense know that was not the real Tasha K last night. They didn't understand she got paid to discredit her. She got paid to make her look mentally unstable. That was what her only job was for her to do. She couldn't even do it. She didn't know how to paint the picture. And then Jaguar took control of the interview. That's how you know that you're not a good journalist or interviewer, when you let somebody take control of the interview, when you can't. Jaguar knew what she was up against, and she barely let Tasha get a word in her mouth. She barely let her get a word out. And every time Tasha got ready to act something, she was like, well, let me finish what I'm saying here. Let me clarify this. I'm telling you, the best part of that interview is when she said, show my pain some respect. Show my pain some effing respect, and don't treat it as entertainment. I said, case closed. Show her pains. That I unfollowed today too. I stayed to listen if she was going to be remorseful. Damn, she wasn't. That's why I got this video on today, because she wasn't remorseful at all. When she said, show my pain some effort and respect, I thought Tasha K peed in her pants. I honestly thought at that point she peed in her pants. She probably did. But she got kind of quiet. I think right there she just said, oops, she peed right in her pants. Show my pain some effing respect. I'm like, you go, girl. Shut it down. Black women pain is always dismissed. I'm sick of people telling us to get over it. We're gonna definitely have another live on that 420. Please, if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber, because we talk about stuff like that. She lied to gas up the interview for more views. Jaguar did not cuss her out. Oh, lying effer, as my grandma would say. She, honey, baby. But I bet that she put some respect on that name. Today she was a whole lunar proof. What happened to that yesterday? She didn't have no remorse, no nothing. And like I said, thank you, darling. Like I said, it wasn't a point about her having remorse for Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright held her own. Having remorse for all the people who watch her who have been traumatized. She didn't have no remorse for them. If you ask me, she's still scared because she botched that job yesterday. And everybody knows she botched that job. So she's trying to show face today. But you know your Lord, she botched that out, honey. And then she's going to try to say that she made Jaguar Wright cry. Jaguar Wright got on this morning and said, no, she did not. It was her husband. It was at the end, and her husband said something to her, and she said that's what made her sentimental. She said, can't no woman make her cry. Ain't no woman or no man could make her cry. That's what Jaguar Wright said in her video this morning. I know she wanted to say some other stuff, but she probably wanted to see Tasha K is kind of smart, because she knew, number one, she can't admit she botched the job. So she can't apologize for that. But she knew not to stay on Jaguar Wright name too much, because she know Jaguar Wright next video would have been to blast her. If you think she blasted Mary, if you think she blasted Alicia, if you think she blasted Erica and my other girlfriend, she would have got blasted too. Because Jaguar is about that business. Did I see the unedited version? What I saw was like 2.5 hours. It was like maybe 2 hours, something like that. So I don't know if it was unedited or not. But I do know that assignment that Tasha K was given, I do know that was botched. I do know she screwed that up terrible. But people keep thinking that she screwed it up. It wasn't that she just screwed it up. Tasha K was on a mission. She was told by the people, the further upper people, what to do. Because Storm Monroe, he didn't know how to do it. All he knew is he wanted more viewers, and he wanted to pin the interview. That's what Storm Monroe wanted. Now, I see a few videos leading up to this Jack interview. Now, these videos are private. Tasha sneaky. She gonna see. I just do commentary on stuff, so I don't check. I catch if I can catch it, I catch it. I talk about it. But Tasha K, like I said, people keep thinking, oh, the interview went wrong. No, it did go wrong. Well, people don't know what that interview was about. Cause look how Storm Monroe, he kept leading her in. If you ever watched any of Jaguar Wright interviews, people was trying to get more info out of her. People was throwing more names at her to get her to talk about more people. Tasha K did none of the above. None of the above. Tasha, she botched that one, baby love. She botched it, and now she got an answer for that. She has to answer to them people upstairs who thought that because she get almost 1 million views, she got an answer for why she botched that job. She has to answer for that. I like to see how she do that one. Because she thinks she better than everybody. She thinks she better than everybody because she get her views, but everybody doing good. I don't care if you got one person on. Hey, you got one person to 1 million person, you be happy with who you have. But I'm going to drop the link in here. If somebody would like to say something, come on up. Speak your speech. She now knows she could be canceled. If anybody will have anything that I left out that they want to add to, because see, we're going to get deeper into this. We're going to see who her sponsors are. We're going to see what she does, because we want to know who paid her for this. Because we know she was paid for this and botched it. The handlers must have told her that if she wanted millions of views to cut down Jack. Exactly. She felt horribly. Them handlers, that's right, Tawanda. Sorry. That's right, Tawanda. I'm just waiting on the Pressip or Layla Lynn to do a full video on Tasha K. Them my girls too. I like them both. I like them both. I like them both. But baby. Like I said, people didn't understand that video. They just thought it was a bad video. They won't do an interview because they don't like Tasha K. No, I think 420 meaning you right now. She knows that's why she kept making the videos talking about she don't care about the backlash. She always says she can't be paid by celebrities. Lies. But now all of a sudden she can't talk. About Alicia and Swears, did y'all hear Tasha K ask Jagged about her hymen? Let me tell you something. She even asked the girl in the video, in the thing, asked her about her sex life. What do you care about her sex life? Who starts? That's how she started. That's how she started the interview. The rest of YouTubers won't mention her because they don't like her because she's problematic. She's only problematic because people give her, if people take her off that pedestal. Yeah, she asked her about that because when she got touched, that's why I said I thought she was going to come with a real apology because that was sick. That was really sick. Then you're going to ask her to go back and relive what happened to her when she was 4 years old. Well, what did he do? This chick starts the interview off asking about her sex life. Is it like anybody else in the bed with her and her husband? Who starts, instead of saying, oh, I'm glad you're here, I'm glad you made it, even though they're supposed to have spoken on the phone before. But and then he tried to make it seem like, hello, Jeremiah, it's crazy because Tasha is the reason why Amon and Storm are into. Storm didn't even know Amon, but she put Storm against him for some mean girl stuff. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Because she claims that she helps a lot of people. In her mind, she helps people. In her mind, she helps them. And Storm don't know he's next on it. If she already sent him a letter, okay, now you can fly. I don't have to help you no more. But she'll be talking about him soon. She'll be dogging Storm out soon. She will be talking about Storm soon. He will be on a chopping block really soon. He shall be next. She really did is crazy. Yes, who acts? You supposed to be trying to get information and you worrying about who's in her bed, how she was touched. Woody Woodpecker that lost her crowd. Yeah. She looked. She don't lost her pet. She lost her pet. Oh yeah, he's next. That's how she's going to make that 1 million. Let me tell you, the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. If it was your mouth that got you them viewerships, it's gonna be your mouth as a yesterday. It's gonna help you lose them. It's gonna help her. It's gonna help her lose them. Yes, exactly. That was what the whole entire interview was about. And then you got money now? Well, how much money you got? How much money you got now? Do you have money? Do your husband get money? How do your husband get money? Well, he's a retired from the army. Does he get money? And then she said, I got multiple sclerosis, something like that. She said, do you get government money for that? She's like, no, I don't ask the government for nothing because the government may get all in my business. Well, your husband get it. She said, well, my husband is retired. That's his. But we should have known better when she went off on Cardi for lying and said she lied. She always had, see, she go after people because she wants the attention. Now, if she's reporting something that's true, then that's different. But she goes off on people because she needs for them to clap back at her. She needs for them to clap back at her. But this was a case that went. This was a case gone wrong. This was a case that gone wrong. Her handlers is not very happy with her right now. She delivered all the goods for everybody else, even trying to bring down Creflo Dollar. Tasha felt, I wanted to hear about Jack's family. Sounds like a Lifetime movie. Jack said her schizophrenic mom and dope fiend sister hid all the sexual abuse from the preacher. I forgot what she said the uncle name was. It was about an uncle. She said he touched the whole family. But when she said she was 4 years old, and then she turned around and said, well, what did he do? What? What? Because she was trying to get her to talk about all her trauma, but she didn't know how to paint that picture. But no, we had to sit through that fell lynching. I'm like, this girl don't know how to paint a picture. You trying to get her to talk about all her trauma and all her abuse, and then she gonna say about the girl, what's that girl named? Summer Walker. So she brought up Summer Walker. And then she gonna say, well, y'all just alike. And she was like, no, I am not her. We are two different people. I am not her. She's her and I'm me. Then she had the audacity to say, why you telling her business and it's not your business to tell? Well, my. What is her channel all about? What is her channel all about? Yeah, she was going off on the pastor and said first it was God, then men, then preachers. God was like, no, sis, you got the big head. Okay. I like to know what her handlers is thinking right now, baby. I like to know how them handlers feel. Storm is messy like Tasha K. I told you he just did a messy interview too with some guy that said Wendy Williams didn't really have her son. He spoke to Whitney Houston right before she passed. He used to date the Haitian. I mean, this was a way off interview. Again, these are not journalist people. These are not they have not studied being a journalist. They do not know the job. Now that I'm doing commentary, I watch it here and there. Hello, how you doing, Miss Sherry? Thank you for coming in. Thank all you guys for coming in. Nice to meet all you guys. Oh, Storm isn't messy. He was following her. He's getting messy. He's getting there. He's getting there. Actually, he should have stayed in his own lane. He was doing really good by himself with his prescriptions, writing out his prescriptions and stuff. He already had his own thing going. He really, truly didn't need her at all. Storm lied about Wendy Williams and her son. I know she did. Oh, that recent story, that was bull ass. Honey, I'm telling you, it was crazy. I couldn't even listen to the whole thing. I refused to listen to the whole interview. I refused. That interview was crazy too. I'm like, what am I listening to? Just like yesterday, I was like, what am I watching? Then I seen his interview. I'm like, what am I watching? Like, he know her family, and then one person, yes, he had his own groove. Storm had his own groove. He didn't need her. I haven't watched it yet. Said something about when he didn't give birth. Yeah, that's what she said. Somebody else, but he was talking in circles. He was talking in complete circles. But I'm gonna have to watch it. Morning, y'all. Mashuri said hello to everybody. I'm gonna have to watch it so I can do commentary on it. But I saw some of it. I'm like, what the heck am I watching? Well, everyone thinks Wendy. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, because he was trying to say men can't have babies, but I didn't want to say that. Jaguar has on it Jesus. She knew who she. I was going to bring that up too. She had that Jesus shirt on, honey, because she knew she was going up against the devil. And honey, she fought that devil off yesterday. No weapon formed against her shall perish. Ask the plain Jane, how are you? Jaguar is covered. Yes, honey. Please tell me who has the channel. Please tell me who has the channel called Tasha K. Tasha K canceled Tasha K. I think she just got the name there. Jaguar was covered yesterday because everything that devil tried to throw at her yesterday, honey, she was like, bam, bam, like she was like Wonder Woman. Bam, 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 bam. She was shooting them daggone things off. Every time she tried to hit her with something, it was bouncing. It was just bouncing right off her. Bouncing. That was technically that was an easy job for her. Because Jaguar's been interviewed. She was a celebrity. She's been interviewed so many times. So she have studied that. So that was an easy job. I was happy when honey, that was the best part of the night. You're gonna respect her pain, put some effort and respect on her pain. You're hurt. Did you have you heard? You're gonna put some respect on that, honey. Yes, you is. That was the best part of the show. I love how you're doing your commentary right now. You're real. Thank you so much, Maya. I try to stay real, honey. Because these people, honey, these unremorseful people, I speak for the people. I speak for the people. This is for my people. For my people. Was waiting for her to tell her off. And then she did it so brilliantly. Besides her trying to go back into the trauma, she went back into the trauma. And then when she brought up her son and trying to say she was still traumatized from her son, that's when Jaguar went in. And then she was like, well, I have 2 kids too. She was like, well, you got 2 kids. You know, you should be thankful. Don't think about it. Don't try to put yourself in my shoes. Somebody going to feel it. Tell them, Ms. Right. Power to the people. Yes. Power to the people. You don't bring up nobody kids and then bring up trauma. She said, you don't put them 2 together. That don't go together. So she's basically going all the way out. If Jaguar was to get a YouTube channel, she would instantly get more. Of course she would. Of course she would. And she even said that you can take her. like she would like for people to if you're gonna talk about her, she would like for you to show, you know, her stuff. So maybe I'm gonna start putting up some of her old videos and stuff, because my girl definitely could blow. I understand you speaking for me, but it's crazy how Tasha K gets into it with almost everyone, even her daughter goes off in the background. Oh, I never heard that one. That's next for her. She might get on podcast. She might, because you gotta remember, she didn't spill all the, she never spilled all the meat and potatoes. She never spilled all the meat and potatoes. She just said what she had to say about certain people. She just said what she said about certain people. She didn't, in that entertainment world that it is, she has not spilled all, she haven't spilled all the meat and potatoes. She just giving you the side orders. So people going crazy over the side orders that she's giving. They going crazy over the side orders. But she can sing, she's talented, and when she sings, she uses her whole entire body. She uses her whole entire body. But baby, let's see what Miss Tasha K gonna do now. Like I said, she was not remorseful. She didn't put up, she could have got a hotline for women. She could have did a better job than that. Made people tune in, because we thought that she was really going to give an apology. So I'm waiting for her to say something. Tasha got to be on big head now. They're talking about, well, I used to do that on fuckery Fridays. And I'm like, well, yes, okay, but I still don't understand what you're saying. Woody Woodpecker, would you stop to wonder? Woody Woodpecker, finna retire. Because she tried to come after my man Ahmad. Ahmad stuck in there. He stuck up in there. And then they tried to put him and Storm against each other. And that didn't work. Because at the end of the day, both of them grew. Both of them grew. Ahmad is growing his channel. Yo, I just remember Jag just gained about 2 million followers by confirming Chris Brown didn't beat Brianna. CB stands losing their minds right now. Well, she never said that she never said that Chris Brown didn't hit Brianna. She said people are not asking the right questions as far as what happened. She said they was at a Clive Davis party. She said they was at a Clive Davis party. And you know what goes down. Yes, said it. Wink, wink. Okay, winky, winky then, baby. What was the whole point? Hi, Indigenous M. Jones. How are you? What was the whole point of Tasha K having those young ladies? That's what I was saying. She went straight from this fake ass apology, a non-remorseful apology. Then she was talking about, well, I will go on more, but the people who work for me don't live around me. Now, all of a sudden, that's because her handlers is on her ass. Her handlers is on her ass, baby. They want to know, how did you botch that interview? You were supposed to make her look bad. You were supposed to make her look unstable. That's what that video was about. They paid her that extra money to make her look like a fool. But Jaguar Wright took control of the interview. She saw what she was trying to do. She was trying to discredit her character. That's what the video was about. You don't keep asking somebody about trauma. and financial problems and what goes on in their bedroom. I even if she would have answered the questions, I'm like, I thought Tasha K was in kindergarten for a second. Because she was asking kindergarten type of questions. Then she was like, she was trying to allude that Jaguar Wright wants another woman in the bed. Her husband said, no, what we do is sacred. Then she go, well, what type of sex do you have? What type of sex do you have? What the hell? Why do you want to know what type of sex they have? Why would you want to know? Is it any of your business? They satisfy each other. Isn't that all that counts? Talking how can you sue people? Don't know where you live. Yes. One of those ladies was very sassy, rude. I want to know what was the point. Just disgusting. I no longer refer to Tasha as Tasha. She is officially Woody. I'm gonna start calling her Woody Woodpecker too, because she earned that title. Because she is a bird. She's a bird, and she looked like a bird. Clive is not the only one that's heated. Clive is not the only one that's heated. He is not the only one that's heated, honey. But she done mentioned a lot of names. And they all down to it. She claims she's friends with Alicia Keys' mother, which I think that part wasn't true. She claims she knew Alicia Keys. I don't believe that. Because why all of a sudden you mention like you know Alicia Keys' people, and then gonna say if Alicia Keys call me, I'll give you an interview. But then Alicia Keys would have been somebody you would have been had on your show, or you would have been had her people on your show. Tasha is also a drunk. She wasn't drunk yesterday, Bianca. She wasn't drunk yesterday. She was sober. She was sober. Yeah, she should have got drunk. She should have gotten drunk. She probably was on, somebody said pills. She probably was on some pills or something, baby. She needed to be drunk. They wanted her sober because they wanted her to be in the right state of mind to take her out. But it didn't happen. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it because she couldn't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Can you do it? I'm not going to be able to do it. Honey, baby. That was a robbery gone wrong. A robbery gone wrong. Well, this storm is black, Oliver Platt. I got to take a sip of my juice. Oh my goodness. Got too much. Y'all are too much. That was a robbery gone wrong. That was a stick up gone wrong. And now we're all gonna laugh at you. Now they all laughing at you. They all laughing at you. Instead of having these young ladies on her show, she should have had Storm Monroe on. No, she cannot have Storm on her show because Storm did better than her. Storm had 2 interviews with her that put him in another whole atmosphere. Them 2 interviews that she did put him in a whole other atmosphere, honey. And at this point, the student did better than the teacher. She was not going to put Storm on her show. Storm is a competition. Now, exactly, Jermaine. I know 420, but I was just wondering. She used to have him there, Miss Wright. They was this. She thought she was, but he had his own groove already. But baby, every time I think of that, I just laugh, honey. I laugh. Trying to pick. How you gonna try to paint a picture? She's a pro. You got money now. How you buy your stuff? What you doing in your bed? What happened to you was 4? What did he do to you when you was 4? What? What? Oh my God. She boosted him up and now she is jealous. Yes, she is highly jealous. Tasha K, do you want my cookies, my spoiled rotten cookies? Talking about Miss Woody Woodpecker? Because she sure enough is a bird and she looked like a bird. Which one is your song, Jermaine? Which one is your song? I always break up into some type of song. Now they all gonna laugh at you. They all gonna laugh at you. They all gonna laugh at you. Oh, can you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do it. Can you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do it. She had the white flag up like help, help, help. Jaguar, right? Is too much for me. Help. I thought I was a journalist. I'm sorry. I lied. I'm just a liar. I'm not a journalist? Them handlers, them handlers, baby. And she kept asking her husband questions. He was like, exactly. I want to know why Storm haven't posted anything. Because the minute, remember, they were friends. He used to hang out with her. So Tasha's good at getting information on people. So the minute he got something to say, she's gonna reveal some stuff that he said to her. That's why you ain't got no business being her friend. He's been MIA for 4 days. Well, remember, he just had a terrible interview, Ms. Ride. He tried to go on Wendy Williams. I couldn't not watch the whole thing because the man that he had on was like talking about a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird things. I'm like, tell about Wendy didn't have a baby. I guess he was trying to imply that she's really a man. Who knows? Somebody got some explaining to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. The whole thing is cray-cray. I just sitting back and it just made me laugh, honey, because I know them daggone them handlers, they want their money back. Them handlers right now is saying, you know what? Make some videos about Tasha K. The handlers is talking to all her enemies right now. COVID-19 got these people go crazy. Her handlers is talking to all her enemies right now. Daytime, Tea Time, Lovely Tea, and Candace. Her handlers is talking to them right now, saying, get her. Get her. Y'all gonna make some videos about Tasha K right now. Y'all better, I want y'all to do her in. Do her, believe me, her enemies are doing her in right now. The man Storm had on there was that, yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm telling you that for a fact. All her enemies, watch their numbers go up. All her enemies. Well, she got wine. You want her out, but her winos. She got some faithful winos. People who like gossip, so they're gonna like gossip. I guarantee you, yesterday, before that interview was over, believe me, B, all her they were all the people who she went after. They said, listen, go get that chick. Go get Woody Woodpecker. We want Woody Woodpecker head on a panel. Y'all better go get her. Y'all better go talk about her. Lovely T, let's go. Candace, remember when She said you had 90 teeth in the bottom of your mouth. Remember when she was talking about you? Go get her. We got your back now. Watch all her enemies. Watch all her enemies rise up. Watch it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Just start reporting her videos. A couple dozen reports and it automatically gets banned. They made her apologize. What apology? She didn't give an apology, Bianca. All she said is that she should have put a disclosure in the front of her video to make sure, to let them know what the show was about. See, that go to show you too. This chick is lying. How you gonna, if you interviewing somebody, this how I know you a liar, Tasha. Your video was not supposed to be about trauma. Your video wasn't supposed to be about people getting things happening to them. If y'all know what I mean, being touched when they was young or sexual assault. That was not supposed to be in your video. So why would you do a disclosure saying this video may trigger somebody and this is what the show is about? That's how you know it was premeditated. That's how you know it was premeditated. Why would you need a disclosure? Now, all of a sudden, that's how you know her show wasn't about anything that was, yes, it was a setup. It was a setup. So you made it even more, you made people, what they saying is more true. It was a setup gone wrong. A setup gone wrong, baby. All the people she did wrong, even the pastors is going to come up. Yes, love. Creflo Dollar, you good now. She know. She going to try to front you. But see, that's their fault. That's her handler's fault. Because they got confused with how many viewers. See, just because you're a smaller YouTuber, and that don't mean you don't have the skills. That just means you're a smaller channel. That's all that means. You're a smaller channel. That doesn't mean you're not a journalist. You don't know how to get the job done. You don't know how to ask questions. You don't know how to set the stage up. Yeah, because you're a bigger channel, that does not mean you know how to do all of this. And that's where her handle is messed up at. We were supposed to be learning about who Jaguar is. Because she said that was going to be the topic anyway. Satan at his best. No, her handlers is going to be Satan at his best, baby. Her handlers is going to be Satan at their best. You watch all her enemies blow up. Watch it. Watch them. Watch all her enemies blow right on up. Her handler is going to show you who Satan is. And then Ahmad, he messed up because Jaguar he said something about Jaguar. So he wasn't on Jaguar's side. He was anti-Jaguar. So he was saying something negative about Jaguar, and Jaguar was joking on him. So he could not get the interview with her because they're not on good terms. So that's why she went to Storm. So she went to the other side. But if Ahmad would have held his tongue, I wasn't triggered, but I just hate the way she did Jag. Johnny, you mean you hate the way Jag did her? Hey, sweet mom for life. How you doing, love? Glad you're here. Them handlers gonna show her what Satan is, baby. That's what the handlers gonna. I'm sorry for you. Girl, you should have been in here earlier because we got like about 15 more minutes left. So hopefully you enjoy. her handlers is going to show her what Satan really is. But like I said, Ahmad, if he would have not been anti-Jag and spoke upon it, like using both sides of the token, because even I said, that's her truth. I wasn't there, but she threw innocent people under the bus, but that's still her truth, and she got every right to say her truth when I'm referring to like Tevin Campbell or whatever. But I still kept it nice and even. I didn't go at her. And then I said positive stuff about her. But Ahmad didn't do that, because Ahmad, if he would have just played his position and not been on the bad side of the stick, he would have got a better interview. He would have got an interview too, because Jaguar is not. She's willing to go with people who got big platforms. She don't have a problem. But she did Jaguar White a favor, because now over 1 million people that was in Tasha's K. I mean, it was almost 1 million people in Tasha's K live now know who Jaguar is. See, Jaguar is building up her platform slowly but surely. She's building up her platform. She's building up her people. She's getting her audience from her videos. She's been on radio shows. She done spoke to people who she can speak to. So Tasha K really did her a favor, because now that has now built up Jaguar's audience. So she has woken up. Yeah, Jag is back on her way. Tasha did terrible. Sweet mom. I wish you was on earlier when we was talking about it. But we were saying before, this wasn't an interview. This was a setup. This was a robbery gone wrong. It went left. Supposed to have been right. It went left. It went left, baby. So now she got some explaining to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. What pills was you taking before you got on this show? You supposed to be a wine drinker, but you was sitting up there popping pills. We told you to drink wine. We didn't ask you to look spaced out. I didn't comment because of my issues with Tasha K. But geez, that was terrible. I don't know she's even how to explain. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. That's why you came on today and you had a full show going back to gossip, because you didn't want Jaguar White to come back with another video, and you had to save your face, baby. But it didn't work. It didn't work. This was the interview that screwed you from your handlers and your people. Your winos are now sober. She was on Xanax and wine. I could kind of agree with that one, because she was spaced. She was not on planet Earth. They told her to drink the wine. She's supposed to have been sipping. She ain't saved no face. Another fell. A mission impossible. Mission not accomplished. How's she gonna fix this one with her handling? Maybe with the people she could fix it with, but she got to fix this with them handlers, honey. She got to fix that one, but she did a lot of people a favor, because now all her enemies is gonna rise. All her enemies are going to rise. I know Ahmad gonna have a lot to say about this one, because she sure enough made his day, his night, his evening, his year. She done made his day, baby. Talking about I apologize. Ooh. Hey, Tracy. All those subscribers got to her head. She was way too comfortable. Yeah, she got shook up yesterday. She was nothing but a shook one. She was low down, dirty and grimy. She was shifted, low down, dirty and grimy. Shifted. She was shifted, honey. Low down, dirty and grimy. That's what she was today, baby. Shifted, low down, dirty and grimy. Shifted. Shame on you. Shame on you, honey. Shame on you. You don't go after them Philly girls. You went after a Philly girl. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you going after them Philly girls? You know they don't play. What's wrong with you? Jack from Philly. She see exactly Bianca. she saw that one around the corner. She saw that one around the corner. Like what? Yo, follow Blue Nala Pirate. She just did a reading on Tasha K video. I would definitely write that down and I shall watch it. I shall see it. But baby, oh, baby. abort. Mission, abort. I'm not going to be able to do it. Can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh my God. When Jaguar was sending her love and prayer, she quickly ended the interview because she had that Jesus shirt. She had that Jesus shirt on for a reason. She's like, in the name of Jesus, devil, you got to go. Devil, you ain't got nothing here. You ain't got nothing. Trying to make me look like a psycho. Trying to make her look like she's psycho. No, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. No. I would not look like a psycho. No. Hey, I would not be your psycho. I know I'm botching it, I'm butchering it, but it is what it is. Tasha K butchered it first. She done did it first, talking about mental illness. That's what I thought the apology was going to be. Bianca, that's why I said, let me watch this apology. So I thought she was going to speak upon, here's the 1-800 number, if you got any type of mental illness. If you have, how you doing, O'Neill? If you have any problems, you ever been abused or traumatized, here's a number. I take mental illness very seriously. I'm waiting for her to say things like that and really mean it. Jag is the kind of girl you just love avoiding getting into beef with. Stop. Yes, I see you. I thought that would have been the best thing for her to do. That would have been an apology. Even if she didn't even have to say Jaguar's name. She could have just addressed what we really support our people, O'Neill. Woo, 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 woo. Y'all got me up this time of night, but I do this for the people. This is for my people. For my people. I say, this is for my people. Wait till I get my little sound effects and stuff, honey. I'm going to get my sound effects. I'm going to learn how to do the share screen. It's going to be on and popping up in here. On and popping. At least Real Talk Show host will send you home with some help. That's what I thought the apology was going to consist of. It's about to be lit when two bald-headed girls go in. Same haircut and everything, right? We don't care about how many subscribers. That's right. We don't care. We don't care. The handlers want everyone to think she's crazy so they can say she don't know what she's talking about and that she's a liar. That's what they thought, honey. But a mission was aborted. Abort. Mayday, 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 mayday. Help, help, help. Y'all said they thought because she had all them subscribers, she was a journalist. She's a joke. She's a joke and a half. She's a joke. And yes, it's funny. And we all gonna laugh at you. We all gonna laugh at you. We all gonna laugh at you. That's what we doing. I cannot wait to see her enemies because it's so bad that code 9, code 9, code 9, pimp down, pimp down, pimp down, pimp down, help. I'm falling and I can't get up. I'm falling and I can't get up. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Oh my goodness, y'all too funny. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are the best. Y'all the best. We cracking up over this botched job. What a great way to end the night laughing. Tasha K is a joke. He's a joke. The Carrie mother, they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh. Oh my goodness, we got all right, foot soldier, my love. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you tomorrow on my next live. You old school 420 flicks. People caught on to that. Sweet mom, I could not watch no more of that stuff. They all gonna laugh at you. They all gonna laugh at you. They all gonna laugh at you. Yes, we are. And she looked like she's ready to throw some stuff at her. Imagine how much lie Tasha K told in school. Help! Code 9. Oh, movie. That's right. You got flicks at the end of You got flicks. Well, flicks means movie. But I still show you how you up there in the age. I'm talking about the first one. Mayday, help. Jermaine, stop laughing. Jermaine. Tasha K hates me. She would go nuts if I make a video on this. Honey, you go right ahead. Because wait, we ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She's gonna hit you with some capital letters. That's the only thing she could do is hit you. What she gonna do? Twitter finger you out? What she gonna do? Yes, ma'am. While I'm catching a movie, okay. Money Mike. Hey, if you don't mind, I'll be going off into other stuff. I got 10 more minutes here. I try to do a video 3 times a week. Sasha's scared of me. She paid people to find my job. Again, they find your job. Let me tell you, whatever somebody try to do to you, you know the universe is going to bring it back triple. It's going to bring it back triple. She mad because people going to grow and do the same type of job. She don't own YouTube. She don't own no YouTube. It's 2.5 billion people on YouTube. 2.5 billion people. And last time I checked, YouTube was owned by Google. It was owned by, and then at this point in time, everybody, Her handlers is going to let everybody go get her. Don't worry about it. Her handlers say you good to go. Sweet Ma, I hope she would pay someone to find me. Sweet Ma, can do some videos when I come your way. Oh my God. Sweet Ma, hope. Please come find me too. Come find me too. Janine, I know some women like, please go find my baby daddy. Go find my, matter of fact, find my baby daddy. He owe me my child support. Can you find him, Tasha? Can you find him too? I'm letting you know, if you're gonna do a video, make sure let me, I was gonna say let me know. Let me know if you're gonna do a video or not. Because I'm like this. Right about now, her handlers is saying get her. So if you're gonna do a video on her, you better do it now. Because her handlers is very upset. So any video that's done about her, that's what her handlers want to see. That's what her handlers want to see. So if you're going to do it, sweet Ma. And make sure you invite me. Invite me, girl. Pimp down. Pimp is down. Pimp down. Code 9. Pimp down. Pimp down. You would have thought she was Fred G. Sanford last night. She was Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. I'm coming to join you, honey. Meek Anderson, bye, y'all. But thank you for coming in. Once a year, y'all do this. Here comes the Tasha K. Hate Trade. Black YouTuber. Listen, we ain't never say we hate her. We just talking about her botched interview. That's what it was. So that's it. Ain't nobody say they hate her. We just ain't like her interview. And we got a right to say that. I know if I make one, it's going to be crazier than the last one. Baby, do you? Blue Nala's video. Let me write that down again. I'll do some commentary on it. It's what the people want. Let me read that again. Blue Nala. Oh, Nola. Blue Nola. It's crazy because tonight was even worse with the, that's what this video is about, that fake ass apology. That fake ass apology. I'm like, what? This is the apology? It wasn't, the question went in line with Jaguar's convo. Listen now, me. It was terrible. It was a hot mess, and you know it. I wrote it down, Flicks. Thank you. It was a hot mess, and you know it. You can't get mad at us because she botched that. How you going? You better go tell her to go talk to her handlers. Talking about us, the hate train. Well, how you think her handlers feel about now? How you think her handlers feel about her right now? Mission was not accomplished. Mission was not accomplished. She came in playing checkers while Jaguar was playing chess. Is that our fault? I hope Sweet Ma cost me 500. She apologized. She didn't apologize to nobody, me. Like y'all. And Jaguar ain't mad. I'm not mad. Y'all quite funny. Well, she had 8. We don't care. She had 8.5. We don't care. She didn't apologize to nobody. And that I said it was a fake ass apology. Didn't I say that? Didn't I just tell you it was fake, Meek? You don't know what real and fake is, Meek Anderson? You said she apologized to anyone who felt offended, like y'all. and Jaguar ain't mad. How you know Jaguar ain't mad? I ain't mad. I'm just glad that you're not mad. It's quite funny. It really is funny. Wow, O'Neill, great investment. Sure to use it. You can't get mad at us. I read the whole comment, but you can't get mad at us because she had a fake. You should know. I'm not going to her IG. And technically, you shouldn't have to. She premeditated the whole damn interview. Why would you want to put a disclaimer in case somebody get triggered? That was, if you didn't know that those was going to be the questions that you asked her. You knew the questions that you was going to ask her. That was premeditated. Jaguar don't have to be mad. Jaguar, why should Jaguar be mad when Jaguar owned the whole show? Jaguar took over her show. What she got to be mad about? Jaguar put her in her place like the little puppy she was, had her in a corner. Jaguar put her ass in the damn corner like a kid and gave her time out on her own show. Like, get in the corner, you on timeout. So why would Jaguar be mad? Why? She owned that girl yesterday. She said she would do it again. She takes over everyone's life. She could do it again, and we're going to talk about it again. And hopefully she do a better job. If she do a better job, then my next video will be how much of a good job that she did. But I'm talking about the job she did yesterday. It was not a good job. It was terrible. It was tasteless. She was trying to paint a picture, but didn't know how to paint. Okay? She was trying to paint a picture of this lady being unstable, financially strapped. All right, Meek. Now you going back and drink some wine now. You go drink some wine. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Nighty night. And I got 5. You smoke, boo? Well, go puff puff. Go puff puff. Go puff puff, boo. Go do you then, boo. Go do you, boo. Go puff puff. Go do what you do. I don't understand why her team let her do this. What the F is up with Tasha's husband? She says she runs. That's because, as we said before, she got paid to do that interview. And I think wasn't you the one who broke it down? How they're trying to take Jaguar down in stages. And the first thing they wanted to do is discredit the target. But it just so happened that Tasha became the target. That whole thing was a setup. That's what people didn't realize. It was yeah, but a real friend would have said, "Don't." Hey, she took that money. She took that money. She took that money, baby. She took that money under the cover. She can't deny that one. She ain't gonna tell nobody, but she can't deny that one. You look at all her other interviews. Look how she come at people. Why she do that with Jaguar? Why did she have them line of questions? Why did she have them line of questions? I tell you, my girl was sucking her thumb. Probably after that video, she was sucking that thumb in the corner. She was sucking her thumb in the corner. Woody is greedy. Yes, baby. Yes, she is. And then she got the nerve to talk about that girl. What's that girl? She said she had 90 teeth, 90 bottom teeth. That wasn't nice. That wasn't, and that girl's still doing her thing. That girl, we got 5 minutes left on here. And then I go live. I try to go live 3 to 4 times a week, but at least 3 times a week. I go live. So we shall see what we shall talk about next. But she better, I don't know what she's gonna do with her handlers. I think Tasha don't listen. I got a feeling someone told her not to do this. I think it's the opposite. Talking about Jaguar, you smoke cigarettes. Oh, when she spoke upon hurting people and stuff like that. Yeah. She tried. But I think that she was, honey, don't watch her neither. You don't watch Tasha K, bro. Don't watch her. Don't watch her. That was so corny of her. She, like I said, all her enemies, because her handlers or her new handlers or the people that paid her to botch for this this fuckery, whatever you want to call that interview, they are going to contact her enemies, and her enemies is going to blow up. I wish me and her was enemies right now, because I've been blowed up. I hear people say she does make up fake stories. That's how she started to grow. People was catching her out there, her not having no receipts or nothing. So people been knew how fake she was. And then people gonna talk about, well, we always have a hate Tasha K. So Tasha K don't have no love in her heart for nobody. So why we got the not, hey, if she talk about people, she lie. At least when we talk about her, we telling the truth. At least when we talk about her, we're telling the truth and nothing but the truth. We are telling the truth, my friend. She tells lies. She talk about people and tell lies. When we talk about her, we're telling the truth. And can't nobody debunk that. I don't care who doing a video about Tasha K. You can't debunk nothing that they say. You cannot. I don't even care if he is a wild. I tell you, she was Freddie G. Sanford last night, honey. She was Freddie. Elizabeth, my heart hurt. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. He was going to join Elizabeth last night, baby. We got 2 minutes left to this one. And we're going to see what we're going to get into for the next 2 days, baby. For the next 2 days. I really appreciate everybody who took time out to come to this live. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's see what else we're going to have to talk about. We got 1 minute left. Thank you to all of you guys for all your time coming in here, participating. I really appreciate that. You know, but watch all her enemies. They know who her enemies are. Watch Ahmad. Watch him pass Storm. He's going to pass Storm now. He's going to pass Storm. Before Storm was above him, he's a little bit, but he's going to go above Storm now. Because Storm got to figure out a way how did he get out this mess too. She tried to save face today and did a terrible job. I got 30 seconds left. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You guys was beautiful. I will catch you guys. What's today? Sunday. I catch you guys Monday night or Tuesday, and let's see what else is hot up in that kitchen. But all you guys have a blessed night, and thank you so much for being here. You have a blessed night. Peace.